to becoming CarmaQuanTarot. My journey didn't start with fear, it started with protection. And today I want to talk about something that has become the core of everything I do: life force reset. Let's talk about what it actually feels like to live inside a frequency that's designed to exhaust you. You wake up, and before your feet even hit the floor, you're already calculating the day. You're dragging the kids out of bed, getting them fed, getting them to school, and then you're heading into an 8-hour shift where you work harder than anyone else in the building. You know the job better than the people who own the company. You work hard, you fix the mistakes, you keep the whole ship from sinking. And then you watch them hire someone from the outside, someone who knows nothing about the actual work, to come in and manage you. You go home, you fix dinner, you do homework, you collapse into bed, and you do it all again. And you ever wonder why you aren't getting the promotion? You wonder why you aren't being recognized? Here's the hard truth. Why would they move you? If you're the most reliable person they have and you're willing to do the work of 3 people for the price of 1 without demanding a seat at the table, they're going to keep you right where you are. They aren't going to mess up their best asset by promoting you. When you live like that, your frequency becomes survival. And when you're in survival, you don't know what to expect or how to expect more. You don't know how to dream bigger because your brain is too busy figuring out how to get through the next 10 minutes. You aren't dreaming of a better life. You're surviving the one you're in. You've been trained to stay in a frequency where you don't even realize you're allowed to ask for more. You've become the happy little worker because you think that's what it takes to be safe. That's not safety. That's a hijacked signal because your energy is too drained to endure, not to receive. You're stuck in a survival frequency. And the survival frequency is sneaky. It doesn't always look like trauma. It doesn't always look like chaos. It doesn't always look like crisis. Most of the time, survival frequency looks like the normal life. It looks like getting the kids up for school, packing lunches, driving half awake, clocking into work, doing your 8 hours, coming home, cooking dinner, helping with homework, cleaning up, getting to bed, and then collapsing into your own bed just to do it all again tomorrow. That's survival frequency. It's not that you hate your job. You might even like it. You might be good at it. You might be the one everyone depends on. But here's the truth. You stop dreaming. Not because you're lazy, not because you're not motivated, not because you don't want more, but because you're tired. Your nervous system is too drained to get through the day. Your energy is drained to be grateful it's not worse. Your mind is trained, don't rock the boat. Your emotions are trained, don't ask for too much. And then something happens. Someone else gets promoted, someone else gets recognized, and someone else gets the opportunity. Someone else gets the life and the the life you secretly wanted. And you feel it, the sting, the ache, that why not me? But here's the part nobody ever told you. You never asked for it. Not out loud, not energetically, not intentionally. You assumed they would see you work hard. You assumed they would recognize your value. You assumed they would come to you. You assumed they would know you wanted more. But why would they? You're the one that keeps everything running. You're the one who never complains. You're the one who never asks for more. You're the one who never expects more. You're the one who survives the day without asking for anything beyond it. And that's the frequency. Not I hate my life, not I hate my job, not I'm miserable. It's I'm fine, I'm managing, I'm getting by. But getting by is not a dream. Getting by is not a vision. Getting by is not a future. Getting by is survival. And survival frequency blocks everything: opportunities, intuition, abundance, recognition, direction, self-worth, expansion. Life force reset is the moment you realize that the grind has stolen your ability to imagine a different life. It's the moment you stop waiting for that manager or that company to discover your worth and decide to anchor it yourself. It's a field correction. It's the moment everything snaps back into place and you realize, I am the authority here. I'm not being punished by this job. I'm being shown that I've stayed too long in a frequency that's too small for me. I'm not just a pack horse for someone else's dream. And that's why the Life Force Reset exists. It's not about becoming a new version of yourself. It's about remembering the version of yourself who used to dream, the version who expected more, the version of you who believed more was possible, the version of you who didn't apologize for wanting better. The reset snaps when you, out of emotional autopilot, it breaks the just get through the day spell. It pulls you out of survival and puts you back into sovereignty. It reminds you, I'm allowed to want more. I'm allowed to ask for more. I'm allowed to receive more. Because the truth is, you weren't mad that someone else got the opportunity. You weren't mad they gave yourself permission. You were mad that you gave yourself the permission to want it. And that's the emotional core of the Life Force Reset. This isn't about healing something that was broken. It's about identity activation. It's about deciding that what is yours stays with you and what isn't yours. Unreal expectations meant to push you harder, meant to get more out of you, meant to keep you in the survival mode, the daily exhaustion. Survival mode, so you cannot dream. It's no longer permissive to live in your body. In that moment, you take your energy back and say, this is my life force, and I'm done letting this grind run it. When you reset that signal, you stop reacting to the struggle and you start listening to where you're actually being guided. You move from the frequency of just getting through to the frequency of sovereignty. Once you experience the snap, you can't go back to shrinking. You can't go back to being invisible. Because once you see the trap, you can't unsee it. It's a 7-day identity recalibration. It's the moment you stop letting your past run your field. It's the reset. It's about sovereignty. It's about saying, what's mine stays with me, what's not mine gets returned. And yes, we use the 369 method, but not the TikTok version, not the write your wish and hope for the best version. This is engineering. This is field training. This is you teaching your energy how to stop reacting to the past and start responding to the future that's already trying to reach you. 3 times in the morning to set the signal, 6 times in the afternoon to reinforce it, 9 times at night to lock it into your field. That's not manifestation. This is mechanics. The Life Force Reset is not the Life Force Vortex. The reset fixes the engine, the vortex drives the car. If you try to jump into the vortex while you're still in survival frequency, you're going to feel like nothing works. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because your field is still running on fear, not authority. If you're tired of knowing that things but never see your life change, if you're tired of getting signs but not getting results, if you're tired of feeling intuitive but still feeling stuck, then you need a reset. Not a reading, not a ritual, not a cleanse, a reset. Because guidance without participation is just noise. And your life force is done being the background noise in your life. I'm no longer reacting to what I lived through. I'm listening to what I'm being guided towards. Stop surviving the day and start mastering your force. Thank you for joining me on this journey of becoming CarmaQuanTarot. We'll continue the story next time. And remember, words are spells, energy is sacred, and intention is the magic.